Hey, it's Michelle with Flow into Grace. Last week I shared with you a deep hip opening slow yoga practice. I put a link in the description below so you can easily revisit it. And that was based on what I like to call intuitive yoga. So intuitive yoga is really about tuning into your own body and honoring what it needs in this moment. So essentially you could be doing the practice that I shared with you last week or what I'm sharing with you this week. You could do it several times throughout the week, and some days you might realize that you need a little bit more. You need to go deeper, there's more tension that you have to release. And other days it might just be a little too much and you need to back off a little bit. So that's what intuitive yoga is about, learning to tune into that and honoring what you need and giving yourself that. So for today's practice, we are also going to be doing a different style of hip opening, and we're going to be using the wall. I love using the wall because if you don't have a partner there with you to assist you more deeply into stretches, the wall is an awesome way to help with that. And this particular series is especially good if you have disc herniation. So we're not going to be focused on any forward folding, which can exacerbate herniated discs. We're going to be lying on the ground, and that's your best bet when you're dealing with that or with any sort of back pain. So I will be also including a list of benefits of what we're doing and some contraindications in the description to help you with your own practice. So for this practice, what you'll need is a wall, and make sure you have enough of the space to really spread out. And then grab yourself a blanket or a pillow to support your head. If you have 2 blocks, go ahead and grab them. If not, no worries. You can grab a couple other blankets or pillows or something just to keep on hand for some additional support if needed. So when you're ready, come meet me on the mat by your wall. So we're gonna just kind of put aside the other blankets and blocks for the time being and just start with the blanket for your head. And you're going to scoot yourself up to the wall and bring yourself to the edge of your mat so you have somewhere to roll back on. So quick note before we start, if you know that you have tight hamstrings, I'm gonna encourage you to maybe press yourself a couple of inches away from the wall and not put your sit bones right up against the wall. That might feel a little bit too tight for hamstrings. So we can always play around and find that good happy medium for us. So if you are feeling pretty open, you're welcome to place your sit bones right up against the wall, and you're gonna lay yourself onto your blanket on your side, and then roll onto your back and bring your legs right up the wall. So from here, let's just make a couple of adjustments, making sure that you are in line, that your feet are in a nice line, your legs, and all the way out to your head, so you're not kind of leaning to one side or the other. Nice straight line here. And let your back kind of settle in, let your shoulders settle. And let's begin to connect with our breath, breathing in and out through the nose. And while you start to slow down your breath, we'll start with our first outer hip opener by crossing the right foot over your left thigh. If you do have any knee issues, you might want to try flexing your foot. That's said to protect the ligaments around your knees. And if that doesn't feel good, then just relax your foot. Listen to your body first and foremost. From here, you might already feel a little bit of a stretch on your outer hip. If that's the case, you might want to stay for a moment and allow your hips to settle as you continue to connect with your breath. And to start to deepen this stretch when your body permits, you can lower your left foot down the wall, bending the left knee, and you'll notice your right foot starts to come closer towards your chest. And only go as far as feels comfortable for you right now. We'll be here for a few breaths, so we'll have an opportunity to go deeper if your body asks for it. Maybe with each exhale, you allow yourself to go a little deeper. Maybe you stay where you're at. Remember, this is about tuning into your body and honoring what it needs right now. And just because you went deeper last time in this stretch doesn't mean you might go as deep this time in this stretch. And that's okay. So another opportunity to deepen this stretch, if it feels appropriate for you, you can bring your right arm, your right hand to the inner right thigh and press the thigh towards the wall. Make sure that your back stays flat on the ground. So if you notice your lower back starts to lift, that means that you just need to scoot yourself a little bit further away from the wall or extend your left leg up again a little bit until your lower back is connected to the ground. Stay with your breath here, long, slow, mindful breaths. Each exhale, noticing where can you relax a little bit more deeply into this stretch. Maybe you feel your shoulders relax more, your neck. Relax your jaw, your eyes. And with intuitive yoga, you are welcome to stay as long or as short as feels appropriate for your body in this moment. So you're welcome to stay longer if you wish. And when you're ready to release, you're going to slowly, on an exhale, just sigh it out through the mouth as you let the left leg start to slide back up, and use your hands to guide your leg. We don't want to use any leg muscles here. Just let it be totally relaxed, and maybe shake and shimmy your legs out for a moment and notice the difference in each side. Staying connected with your breath, bring your left foot over the right thigh. Flex the foot unless it does not feel good for your knee. And you can start to slide your right leg down any amount. Remember, we'll be here for a few breaths, so no need to do it in one fell swoop. Make sure that your back is completely relaxed and settled into the ground. Again, feeling your shoulders relax, your jaw. You have control over how deep you allow yourself to go. Maybe your foot slides more. Maybe you press your left arm to your inner left thigh, pressing the left thigh towards the wall. And just feel it out. Feel what feels right for you right now. You might notice a difference on each side as well. So if you notice one side feels a little bit tighter, you might want to stay a few extra breaths on that side and just allow it to release a little bit more. And again, you're welcome to stay here longer if you wish. When you are ready to release, on an exhale, just sigh it out, let it go. And start to slide that right leg up. And remember, use your hands to guide your legs here and just give your legs a little shimmy and shake. So from here, we're going to come into an inner thigh stretch. For me, I like to shimmy myself right up against the wall. Unless your hamstrings, again, are super tight for this one, but typically it should be okay to scoot right up to the wall. So from here, you can just kind of shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. There's no graceful way, but just shimmy your way into the wall. And then you're gonna bend your knees, and then use your hands to guide your legs out, opening them in a V shape. And just kind of allow gravity to do the work first. Just kind of let them slide down where they naturally slide down, and make sure that your feet are at about the same height, so there's not one foot dropping lower than the other. That might mean there's a little twist in your hips. So we want to keep the hips neutral, keep the legs and feet as neutral as possible. And here is where, if you are feeling like, ooh, there's a lot of tightness going on here in your inner thighs, you are welcome to take your blocks or your added pillows and blankets that you grabbed, and you can place them underneath your upper thigh, just above the knee, and that will help to support. And then you can let your legs completely relax. If you feel okay without it, obviously you can just bring it to the side. You don't need to have them. You can even assist your legs a little bit more deeply by pressing your palms into your inner thighs. Remember, you have control over the depth and intensity of each of your stretches. From here, as you stay connected with that deep, slow rhythm of breath, allow your kneecaps to relax. I know that sounds weird, allow your kneecaps to relax, but if you actually do that, like think about that, you might even feel them physically relaxing. So they're not locked or kind of locked out in any way, they're just relaxed. So from here, either your hands are by your sides, palms facing up. Maybe your hands are connected on your belly, connecting with your breath, noticing the rise and fall of your belly and chest. Maybe your hands continue to press down on your thighs. If you would like a little bit more of a stretch, you can even pull the flesh of the inner thighs down. You'll notice a deeper stretch there. Sometimes I like to kind of just roll the inner thighs open. Shoulders relax down. Let your jaw relax. And let your eyes relax too. Whenever you feel ready to release from this posture, best way to come out of it, again, use your hands, don't use your leg muscles for this. So guide your hands to the back of your thighs and pull your knees in towards your chest. Just let your feet slide against the wall. And then use your arms, your hands to guide your legs in, knees come in. And from here, you're gonna bring your legs straight up the wall. If you need to scoot back further away from the wall, you're welcome to do that for more comfort for the backs of your legs. Otherwise, you're going to bring your legs again in a straight line all the way through the upper body and the head. As we finish this practice out with a beautifully restorative legs up the wall. So keeping your feet and your legs relaxed, just focus on your breath, and I'll share with you the tremendous benefits. Legs up the wall is incredibly restorative because right now we're reversing the flow of blood in the body. You might even notice your feet start to feel a little bit light, maybe even a little tingly. That's normal in this position. If it feels a little too much, just wiggle your toes a little bit, or you can always hug your knees back into your chest for a little relief. But otherwise, there's nothing to worry about. This is actually really good because the blood flow is now coming down and we're getting all this fresh flow of blood coming into the abdominal organs, great for your liver, your kidneys, your spleen, and just the functioning also of your circulation of your blood and your hormones, all of this. Anytime we invert, meaning we bring the head lower or below the legs and even below the heart. Regular practice of this can help boost our mood. It can help improve our hormone regulation and sleep. And it has a wonderfully restorative effect on our mind and our nervous system. So let's reap those benefits by stilling the mind and feeling the breath wash over you, mind, body, and spirit. You're welcome to keep arms by your side or on your belly, or maybe even reach them overhead, stretching the upper body and let them relax on the ground behind you. You can grab opposite elbows as well. Just find a position that feels good for you, knowing you can always change it as needed. The one constant is your breath. Deep, slow, rhythmic breath. So legs up the wall can be practiced anywhere between 2 minutes to up to 20 minutes, depending how it feels for you. So 20 minutes can be incredibly restorative for your entire system, and even just 5 minutes. So if you're newer to legs up the wall, I recommend no more than 5 minutes, and you can always increase your practice as it feels good to you. Whenever you're ready to release from this posture, start to bring the knees towards your chest, sliding the heels down, and just give yourself a big hug here. Maybe even rolling a little side to side if that feels good. I like to wiggle my toes a little bit here, bring a little life back into them. You can even tap your feet against the wall, a little tap. And when you're ready, you're gonna roll to your side and just hang out there for a moment. Remember, we just reversed the flow of blood for a while, so you don't wanna get up too fast to avoid any dizziness. So just kind of hang out here for a moment and notice how you feel. Notice a sense of calm that washed over you from this yoga practice. And just give yourself thanks for taking the time in your day to practice self-care and do something good for your mind, body, and spirit. When you're ready to rise, press into your palm and let your heart lead the way up. Head is the last thing to rise. Wouldn't it be awesome if we just led our whole lives that way? Heart first, head after. So I would love to hear, how did you enjoy this practice? How did you like using the wall? It's a great partner, isn't it, to help you get into your stretches? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.